guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to look into data frames. So data frame is the main tool with which we are going to work in pandas. So first let's import pandas and import numpy as well. So now I want to create a data frame, so for that I am going to import random numbers from the numpy library. Okay, so now I am going to show you how we can create a data frame. So let's create a variable to store our data frame. So to create a data frame, you type in data frame. So take a look at the capital letters carefully. The D and F will be in capitals. So to see the arguments which we need to pass, just type in shift tab. So the first argument will be the datas, second will be the index, and this third argument consists of columns. So this the third argument will add the columns into our data frame. So in the first argument just type just pass in the data. So I am going to pass in the random numbers. In the second argument, the index. So let's make the index as E. Okay, now so for the third argument, let's pass in a list. Okay, so now if we will take a look into our data frame, so you can see that the index has been set to A, B, C, D, E, and it consists of 4 columns W, X, Y, and Z, and it consists of random numbers. You can see it. Okay, so now if I take a look at the type, and you can see that it is a data frame. So data frame is just basically a bunch of series having the same index. So this column W consists of series, X also consists of series, Y also consists of series, and Z also consists of series. So all these series are grouped together to form a data frame. So now let's take a look at how we can index and select elements from a data frame. So type in the variable of data frame and just type in the column name, column index. So you can see that it returned me all the elements from the column W. So now if I want to see the type of this particular column, you can see that it is basically a series. So now if I want to have multiple columns, then I can pass in the list of the columns which I want to see. So here you can see that it returned me the columns W and X. All the elements from W and X has been returned. So now if I see the type of this particular thing, so now here you can see that it is a data frame. So if I pass in if I want to see a single column, then it will return me a series, but if I see a group of series, then it will turn into a data frame. So now let us see more about data frames. So if I wanted to add a new column in my data frame, I can do that by passing the new column name and adding it between my columns. So now if I take a look at my data frame, then you can see that this new column has been added, and it will be added at the end. So if I want to remove a column from my data frame, then I can just do drop comma, and I need to specify the axis as well. So now here you can see that my this new column has been removed. But if I take a look at my data frame, then you can see that it hasn't been removed. So to remove it permanently, so if I want to delete it permanently, then I need to specify the index and axis, and for removing it completely I need to add a third argument called in place, which I need to specify it as true. Now if I take a look at my data frame, then you can see that the new column, this new column has been removed permanently. So to remove it permanently, you need to specify a third argument called as in place and specify it as true. So this is done in pandas because if you mistakenly delete column, then like you will lose a huge amount of data. So to clarify it by yourself, then to clarify that you want to permanently delete it, this third argument called in place need to be specified. Okay, now let us see how we can remove rows from our data frame. So if I pass in the row name and the axis, you can see that the E row has been deleted. But if I take a look at my data frame, this row hasn't been removed. So to do that, you guys must have guessed it, we need to specify a third argument called in place. Okay, data frame also is not calibrable. Sorry, I forgot the drop. True. So now if I take a look at my data frame, then you can see that the E row has been deleted completely. And you guys must have been wondering that while deleting the row, I kept the axis as 0, and while deleting the column, I kept the axis as 1. So by default you can see that the axis value will be 0, which means that I am trying to call out the row, but to call out the column I need to specify axis as 1. So axis 0 means row and axis 1 means the column, and by default the axis will be 0, which means it will refer to the row initially. So now let us see how we can grab subset of rows and columns from our data frame. Now to get the B row and the Y value from the Y column, you can do it like this. So it will return me the value from the B row and the Y column, which is 0.848077 and so on. Now here I just got a single value. Now to grab subset, I can do it by specifying the different number of rows which I want. So I want A row and B row, and I want column W and column Z, let's say. So if I print this, so lock. So here you can see that I got the subset A, B, W, Z. So this is how we grab subset from a data frame.